I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with a 3-minute cattle market update for Friday, June the 19th. Take a look at your CME live cattle futures this week. June was down. That's a spot market every day this week, but it wasn't too bad, just pretty minimal until Thursday here when it was down $1.50 and settled at 150.42, just barely hanging on to 150 there. And it's probably going to suck your negotiated cash trade down this week. August is down, not quite as much, but settling at 149.30, and we really expect that August is probably going to be higher than June before long. As we look at the next 3 traded contracts out from August are all higher, with December and February trading up there into 153 range. Feeder cattle futures this week were higher up until Thursday and down 280, which is a big chunk out, settled at 221.92, and that's really going to make it hard for these guys that are running around trying to sell their yearlings out on grass, because all these buyers are really basing things off of the board one place or another. But still selling a lot of those 8-weight yearlings out in the Flint Hills and the Osage in the mid 220s, and that 221.92 on your August is based on a 750-pound steer, not an 8-weight steer. Look at your big auctions middle of the week. El Reno, OKC West in Oklahoma there had 5,800 head after having 12,700 last week, trying to get all those cattle in off the muddy roads. But back to a normal type run this week. Feeder steers were $2 to $4 higher, and the feeder heifers were $2 to $3 lower. Look at some other big markets there at South Central Regional Stockyards in Vienna, Missouri. Dave Patton and his boys there are always been known for having cattle when nobody else has cattle, and a certain kind of cattle, those good weaned 6-weight calves, this time top quality. It's one of the few places you can find them this time of year. You look at the Cattle Market Central Market Report and you see almost every weight group there. This good run this week was quite a bit higher than last week's good run. One featured sale they had there, the producers in that area, that's central Missouri there, are not as big. They're not all going to have load lots, but really high quality cattle. They got a lot of genetics in those cattle. Had a half a load of good black steers weighing 619, bring 274. And that's, weighing 620 there. You don't see 274 for like 5-weight calves everywhere. But your box beef cutout values have kind of stabilized now. They've been moderately higher here for the last week and a half or so. And choice has kind of stabilized at around 250. Slaughter this week is a little better than what some expected, 433,000 compared to 427 last week and 462 a year ago. Haven't traded any fats to speak of here late Thursday. Had a few little odd deals, load here or load there, from 151 to 153, and you can bet it's going to be lower. Cattle on feed this week comes out on Friday. They're expecting the on-feed numbers and placements to be very similar to a year ago, and marketings to be down probably 8 or 9%. That's 3 minutes. We'll talk to you on Monday.